Let's
Sorry
see
for the
how
black
big it is.
screen.
Patching. 2
Downloading
gig.
updates.
Yeah.
Checking for updates.
I downloaded 2 patches to the launcher. It's counting up the content.
Checking for new content.
Oh, that's 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. And 1.8. We have a winner.
I'm going to put this in a LOE screen so there's something on my screen.
I am going to browse the patch notes and have a discussion on what is going on.
How long is this going to take?
How long does it take to download 1.8 gigs?
I mean, are we done or are we not done?
I'm going to say about 20 minutes.
We're done.
I don't want to be done.
I can't sit here for 20 minutes doing nothing.
Can we talk about patch notes that are about to happen? Like,
fine, you can do that. I'll read my book.
Okay. Let's see. PC update notes. Plains of
I
Eidolon
don't even
remastered.
have a half decent like thing to put on my stream. Mine just says the longest outro ever. I should have a here we go again with patch notes stream. I don't actually know when the Minecraft update is coming out. I would really like to know that. They skipped a week a little bit ago. That is what oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Dinnerbone skipped a week of putting out updates, and he said it was because they were really close that they didn't really need an update at that point, and then they put out another update like 2 weeks later. So I'm like, oh, okay. I think we're done all of the new terrains and the new everything. We have the villagers, we have the pillagers. I don't think there's a whole lot more testing they have to do. Like, I don't know if there's any new mechanics or anything like that going on. So I don't know. Could be interesting.
Do you mind if I kind of read through the patch notes for the game that we're playing?
Well, I was answering my viewers' questions.
Yes, I know.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping soon though.
All right,
I'm interrupting you one more time.
Okay.
That's the reason I'm building my wall now, because I think it really is going to drop any minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. Villagers and pillagers, because I'm in a village, that means the pillagers will actually attack me at home.
That sounds terrifying.
It's Minecraft. How terrifying can it be?
It can be pretty terrifying. I'm still not happy about the phantoms.
I actually am not bothered by them. They scared me at first, but now I'm like, woohoo, time to farm. Like, I don't even try to sleep anymore. It doesn't bother me.
It's not that they're scary. It's just that their flying AI is unpredictable, and they're...
Oh, no. It actually has a pattern. Once you watch it enough, there is a pattern. Like, I've gotten to the point that I can actually build stuff and then turn and attack the phantom as it comes in, and then go back to what I was doing. Like, I know when it's coming. But I also have like a stack and a half of, you know, their drops. So I was doing some serious farming of them to do it. Just like you and all the stuff you do, like you find the plains boring, and you can do the whole, like, that number 2 bounty in Fortuna without even thinking about it. And
I don't find the plains boring. I just find it
not challenging.
I mean, it's stuff that I've been doing for a year.
Yes. Well, for me, I've been putting enough time into the phantoms that that's what they're like for me. I feel like they've always been there.
I'm waiting to get to the patch notes.
All right, fine. Patch notes.
20 megabytes a second? What? Oh, I'm already 23% done. Actually lagging now due to that speed. I've dropped 0 frames, so it's on your side. Congratulations.
Who? I'm not dropping any.
Yeah. Okay. You can now track and trank animals in the plains. Master T-Sunai will be your source for echo lures and rarity boosters as you track down, capture, and get these animals to safety. Echo lures are not required as these animals continually roam the plains, but calling them will bring them running or flying. A new conservation badge and floofs from Master Tisa and I await your efforts. And these are the floofs. They are adorable as usual. I'm not so keen on the middle one. I think that's a Kondrak.
They're kind of ugly anyway.
Yeah. The Kawaka one is good. If it's got big floofy ears, I like it. Murgu, an avian of ridiculous appearance, found alongside coastal regions and by large bodies of water. Murgu circle around and squawk at the sight of marine predators. Many an Ostron fisher owes their life to these odd little birds. Killing one is considered very bad luck. New Kawaka and Kondrak variants can also be found throughout the vast plains of Eidolon. What do you do now for those pigments? I am not dropping anything. So yeah, those pigments that require you to kill like a ton of Kondraks or Kawakas or the Ashen ones, and do you still kill those? New enemies, Tusk Thumpers inbound. There are 3 different Tusk Thumpers, it looks like. Reports of new Grineer machine has spread to Cetus. Vahek has deployed Tusk Thumpers mobile defense platforms that are just as efficient as they are deadly. Be prepared to encounter 3 menacing Thumpers of increasing size and difficulty. The Tusk Thumper, the Tusk Thumper Bull, and the Tusk Thumper Doma. Without a vulnerability to use to your advantage, you'll need to identify and expose their weak spots to take them down as quickly as possible. Take too long and they'll release reinforcement drones. Make sure to visit Nakak and get your Tusk Thumper floofs by trading in resources. There's 1 for each type of Thumper, collect them all. Are they serious? Oh my gosh, they're serious. The Tusk Thumper has a floof. Okay. PoE, Cetus, Economy Remaster Lite. Okay, so what I was talking about, that isn't happening next week, it's happening now. With Fortuna's release, we applied some general economy changes based on takeaways from Cetus. Now we've returned to Cetus and the Plains of Eidolon with the remaster. We're applying some economy remaster changes to go with the changes in an effort to apply our continued learnings. Change is the name of the game. Thank you for all the feedback on our economies and for being receptive to change. That sounds like a shut up, we're trying stuff. Replaced arcane blueprints with arcanes in the Quill's offerings, meaning that arcanes no longer need to be built. Replaced arcane blueprints with arcane in the Hawk's offerings, also do not need to be built. Owned Magus, Exodia, and Virtuos arcane blueprints have been converted to full crafted arcanes. What? Yes! They converted it! I'm so happy! My Magus Elevate. I will now have a tier 2 version of it. Awesome. Are you even there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means that instead of having to hunt for Eidolons and do all that stuff, all you need to do is hunt for the Vonvalists, and you can get all the arcanes and all the endgame stuff like that.
Yay.
You don't have to get the top tier Eidolon shards and all that crap. You are just like, you just buy it for standing. You can farm the way you want.
I'm at 6%.
Added sell price to fish meat, 100 credits per unit. Selling them makes sense to add for inventory purists as changes come for their uses. Replaced bait blueprints with baits in Fisher Hilux offerings. This means baits are no longer craftception with, oh no, I'm missing some baits. Crap. Okay. This means baits are no longer craftception with other fish parts and can now just be bought outright for standing. Reusable fish bait blueprints can now be sold for 100,000 credits. Relics for a different time for some, easy credits for others. Zaw handles now use fish oil instead of fish scales. Amount normalized to 50 units. Normalized fish part costs across amp part blueprints. Some had 5 rare parts, some 2. Now there's 3 needed for all. Okay. So they reduced or increased all of the pieces required for amp parts to 3. That's reasonable. Remove Cetus Wisp costs from operator armor blueprints and replace them with Eidolon gems. That makes sense if you want cosmetics, do hard content. Remove Cetus Wisps from Ant Prism blueprint and replace them with fish parts or Eidolon gems. Remove fish scales costs, replace with fish parts. Okay. Reduced standing cost of Cetus Wisps from the quills. So they might actually be reasonably priced now. Fish oil can now be sold for 100 credits. New reinforcement. What? Are you watching my stream?
No.
Wait, these are Crocs? You can put Crocs on? When they go high, go low, powerful pneumatic grips and toe caps amplify every blow. 4 ways to deal twice the pain. Find Carudo in the market or as a Tusk Thumper drop. Nice. Creator mode setting addition. We've added a new option called Creator mode. This helps players and content creators with a simple principle. No distractions, no spoilers. When this is toggled on, Fortuna citizens won't reveal their secret. The Lotus will no longer be as purple. Operator transmissions will be voice only. Email and login screen will be all stars like the password. On orbiter transmission and in mission bumpers for invasions alerts will not appear. I love it. That is everything that I need. So they're going to keep Lotus as Lotus, but less purpley. I like that. 2 energy colors is cool. That's just part of... Yeah, it looks like that's just part of the appearance tab. That's just another color thing. If you formatted something once, you get another energy color. Free added bonus when formatting gear. All gear can unlock this once format is applied. All non-format compatible goods have this automatically. Ooh, neat. More additions. Ticker has added a Venus Bounty trap to their secondhand wares. A true hunter keeps their tools close at hand. A Venus Bounty trap. What does that mean? Added Warframe ability videos for Hero, Korra, Octavia, and Gara in their respective arsenal ability screen. Added out-of-bounds triggers to some spots where it's possible to get stuck in the Grineer C-Lab tile set. Yes! I'm familiar with those. The trap for the coil drive. Oh! You know, wait, that's the thing that I said I wanted as a cosmetic? They added that as a cosmetic? That makes me very happy. Added damage multiplier stat when previewing Saren's miasma ability. Added custom icon for reload speed buff. Added Harask and Stover to the codex. Tusk and Kuva Fortress Shield Lancers have a new look for their shield. Added a tint to the background of certain UI screens to match the current chosen theme. Okay, that's good. Players who can handle an increased challenge are now able to opt in to their Thermia Fractures more... Oh, you can make Thermia Fractures more difficult. We've added a method to allow players to increase difficulty and lower the overall duration needed to complete 4 fractures. Players can now expend additional coolant canisters after a harvest has begun within the first 30 seconds of starting it. Each additional canister spent will increase the score of the fracture by 1 to a max of 4. Each additional coolant canister will increase the frequency of the burps. Each additional coolant canister will increase pinned the alert level of the fight. Each additional coolant canister will add 50 seconds to your fracture, reducing the overall time it takes to complete 4 fractures. Okay, so when Thermia Fractures come back, if we all 4 of us get a canister and then bring it to the same place, we will be able to do it all in one. Like you can harvest 4 fractures at once. But it does make it spicy by making it tier 4. Yeah. I don't actually know what burps they're talking about. Fracture burps happen on a random time. Oh, I'm reading about fracture burps now. 5 to 15 seconds and are randomly selected from the list below. Nullifier burp, burst of energy that creates a nullifier volume around the fracture for a brief moment. Radiation status effect burp. Damage burst with 100% radiation status effect. Rage burp increases the damage output of nearby enemies. Thermic Rachnoids spawns Thermic Rachnoids, a new Rachnoid variant with various stats and aesthetic. Eximus burp spawns Eximus units. And enemy level burp increases the current enemy level. Oh, that sounds horrifying. That also makes it sound like Hildren is going to be required to negate all those status effects. Warframe in-air ability changes. As many of you are aware, Warframe has been adapting and changing up gameplay to make it smoother and much more Space Ninja in its action. Recently, we've seen the introduction of Melee Rework Phase 1, which is still in progress. But as an interesting side effect, we've found that some of the new systems we've introduced could potentially be applied to other game systems, in this case, ability use. Right now, there are certain powers that cannot be cast in air. Some of those powers are easy to address, and we simply remove the restriction. A full breakdown can be found here. What? Oh. Can a Rhino stomp in the air? Can a Banshee soundquake? When there's no ground around to fracture. That makes sense. Removed cast on ground requirements for the following Warframe abilities: Trinity Well of Life, Trinity Energy Vampire, Trinity Link, Frost Avalanche, Atlas, Tectonics, Mag Crush, Chroma Effigy, Lag Radial Disarm. Additionally, the following abilities require ground to activate, but it can be cast in the air and will do a melee-esque slam to the ground. So, Rhino Stomp, it requires ground, but in order to trigger that, it'll just slam down to the ground to do it. Same with Banshee Soundquake, Oberon Hallowed Ground, Chorus Strangle Dome, Nidus's Virulence. So Nidus is 1. That does require ground to cast. No, that says 4. His 1 can still be in the air. Yeah, that's his 4. Whip and Sword slide attacks now do the same damage with a stance equipped as without. The Tatsu kills add charges that release seeking projectiles, same amount as charges on slide attacks to stun enemies. Cool. A bunch of changes to things that we don't care about. Love the Tatsu changes. I would need to get my hands on it to see what that's like. Wolf Sledge added a 5 meter, 200 explosion damage radial attack on recall. Increased range from 1 to 1.5 meters. Melee damage from 115 to 130. Increased throwing projectile damage from 575 to 650. Reduced collision. What the heck? They can't buff the Wolf Sledge. It's already horrible. Alright, having a signature weapon now actually benefits you. Katana has 1 meter innate punch through and wielded by Garuda. The Wolf Sledge is a usable weapon instead. Ooh. TJ, what's going on? Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Phantasma has 15 magazine when wielded by Revenant. Okay. This seems cool. I like that. The Wolf and other Stalker type enemies now have a level cap of 45 for solo players and 60 for public squads. Significantly reduced Wolf's tankiness. Well, my cat's going back to the way it was. I will optimize Warframe. Nightwave changes. All of the Wolf of Saturn 6 Nightwave episodes can now be viewed by selecting Tune In on the Nightwave screen. So if you're like Phantom and you missed out on a couple of them, you can catch everything you missed. Not the challenges yet. Matchmaking for the Exploiter Orb fight can now be done by visiting Yutiko in Little Duck's room. Hildren is no longer restricted to move at walking speed when charging Balefire. Yes! That was so broken. Chessa's new retrieve functionality can no longer stack with Desecrate and other looting augments. TJ, thank you for that host. Polar, how is your download going?
16%.
Okay. Hold on, we'll get there.
Last time we just called it a stream. But he's determined to read all of these notes, so read all the notes and then call it a stream.
That was an auto host? No, it wasn't. I don't have auto host shown. Chess's new retrieve functionality can no longer stack with desecrate, so that's their solution to the auto bans that people were getting. They're just making it so it can't do double dips on a single corpse.
I'm researching wither roses.
Okay.
And how to farm them.
Don't care about Atlas. I will review that stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
Increase speed of Rhino Stomp start animation slightly. Hydroid's water textures have been updated to reflect fancy new tech introduced with the remaster. It shows as regular just because you're in the channel. I don't think so. I've done a little bit of testing on that, but I don't know. Killing enemies with operator abilities will now grant the kill affinity to the equipped amp when possible. Okay. Changed operator void dash to no longer stop dashing when passing through allies and objects that bullets can pass through, i.e. foliage. Yeah, they fixed it. Typing in an item name, Stradivar Prime, in the trade screen search bar will now display all relics that contain that item. That's something I was complaining about last week when trying to trade stuff to you. You can now also rename weapons that are polarized, as opposed to a strict rank 30 requirement. Oh. I don't actually know what that means. Neja's Warding Halo Safeguard Augment now takes yourself into priority consideration before others. Catchmoon's projectile will now only collide with world geometry in the center of it hits. I feel like they didn't grammar check these patch notes. Yep, Catchmoon is back to my favorite weapon if this is true and works as expected. Amalgam mods can no longer be equipped on exalted weapons. That I was seeing coming. You were able to equip amalgam mods on an exalted weapon and double dip on the bonus. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Change high graphics settings to set anisotropic filtering to 16 instead of 8x. Shot camo skins got a visual upgrade. A whole bunch of different visual upgrades. Oh, changed white tower pigment to drop from Kuva Jesters instead of Kondrox. And Mortis Pink. Yeah, so they changed the pigments where they drop. Optimizations towards Mirage Hollow Mirrors, projectile effects, and Staticore and Ogris. That was causing crashes. 1.5 gigs at 10 kilobytes a second. TJ, it gets faster, I think. I'm optimizing my download cache. I don't know what speed Polar is getting.
Diddly squat.
Diddly squat kilobits per second.
47. 37.
47. Okay,
46.
so
98.
Maybe the Canadian
169. 171.
Maybe the Canadian company Digital Extremes is giving slow download speeds to Canadians.
231. We're going up again now that I'm actually looking at it and I'm not actually looking at Zoom Avoid's site, which I gotta tell you is pretty damn awesome.
Let's see. Numerous tweaks and ability balance passes towards junction specters. I might have to revisit those guys. See if they put up a chance or put up any kind of a fight. Oh, okay. This is actually something that I was wanting about 6 months ago. Change tower white pigment drop rate to a 100% chance to drop 1 instead of a 20% chance to drop 5 for more consistent farming. That I like. They increase the chance to 100% and then reduce the amount that you get by 4. That just gives you stable income of that. Reduce the frequency of Nora's UI open transmission with a 5-minute cooldown. Reduce the visual thickness of Arctic Xmas' snow globe barrier. Visual changes. Tone down mining laser radial blur when zooming in. Okay. Limbo's banish ability timer will now immediately expire if all banished enemies are killed before the timer counts down. Enlarge the VoIP HUD indicator to increase visibility. Oh, so you know who's talking. That's nice. Fixes, disposition stuff. That's a ton of fixes. I'm not actually going to go through that right now. What's your percentage at?
It's not going to be any higher than it was a second ago. I'm at 20.
Okay.
Are you willing to give up now?
Do you want to give up?
Pretty sure I said that right from the beginning. When they said they put the first red text up, I said, that kills the stream. And you're like, no, we're good. No, we're not good. You said it'll be 20 minutes. 15 minutes ago, and I'm only at 20%.
And
I'm still at 20%.
Let me check my launcher settings because mine are
irrelevant.
I'm not bragging, but mine is finished. I just want to make sure that we are using similar settings. Wait, yours is speeding up. You're at 5 megabytes a second now. Okay.
I was at 200 and something. I've dropped down to 20 something. Then I'm back up to 50 something. It's just all over the place.
On your launcher settings.
Hun?
Yes?
You're not accepting my answer.
Because your answer
is unacceptable to you. You
have
are
not
refusing.
You might be not downloading it at your full capable speed.
You guys are hearing this, right? That I have answered his question and he is opting to find my answer unacceptable because it doesn't fit within what he wants me to answer. So I am required now to do tech time because he won't listen.
It's tech time anyway.
It's not. It's I can do so many other things right now time.
Okay.
My internet's my internet. There isn't a lot I can do about it. I couldn't the last time they did an update. I couldn't the time before that when they did an update. Or the time before that either. If they want to do updates on Thursdays, it's going to make streaming on Thursdays pretty much impossible. And if you force me to sit here and watch it for the next hour, then I'm not going to give us an alternate date to actually do the stream. Because you'll have wasted the stream time.
Okay.
Yeah, because last time, instead of having it on the day that they did it, we had it on Friday. I gave up date night because they did an update. So you have a choice. We can do tech time with a launcher that's not going to change anything at all and is going to waste the next couple of hours and what 0 patience I have. Or we can redo the stream for Friday.
Okay.
And do date night tonight.
We can redo the stream for Friday.
Does that not sound awesome, people?
That is something that would be helpful. Also, we would have more time, right?
Exactly, because it's on a Friday. But not really, because I'm selling cookies on Saturday.
Okay. What time do they push the patch? Whenever they want.
Literally. You won't be honest with your thoughts? You think we should sit here and do tech time and not do and just have me lose it on him?
I don't agree, but also I'm not going to fight it. And the workaround that we have for it, as in waiting for tomorrow, is a better solution because we have more time.
Mm-hmm.
It is the preferable option.
And the fact that I am willing to give up a date night to be able to do the stream is a pretty big step on my part. It's a very big give. I'm at 23% now. Should only take another couple of hours.
Yeah, it feels like it's moving faster, but it's not going to be ready with enough time tonight to be able to get done what we need done.
Nope, there is no way we can make a dent in this list. None.
And guys, if you're curious about what the to-do list looks like, it's kind of long. So having as much time as possible, aka tomorrow night, probably preferable.
And we just ran, what, 2-3 relics in, and they weren't even missions we actually were supposed to be doing. We already went off kilter on the plan.
Yeah, I'm okay with putting it off for tomorrow night, and I would actually prefer it.
As would I.
So yeah, that's gonna do it.
Because I have a wicked headache also, which is not helping. I want to get my glasses, but my glasses are in another room. I'm actually wanting to voluntarily wear my glasses. That should say a lot too.
Yeah. I'm
at 21 kilobits per second. Or kilobytes.
Does that mean that,
I don't know.
Does
it's
that
a
mean
giant
we can hang out
K.
in Discord?
Oh, no, we're now at 19. Oh, we're at 18. Oh my god, we're dropping. 15. 13. 11. It's like we're counting down. We're at 10. 8. And I don't have anything else going on now.
Okay.
7.
It might be just writing the buffer in your RAM to the hard drive itself and not actually downloading stuff.
What happened to the 200 and something I had a little bit ago?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it just jumped up to 570 something. Oh, I'm at 1,000. Oh, and I'm back down to 1.
And yeah, after all this is done, it's still gonna have to optimize the game cache. So yes, tomorrow is ideal. Let's do it tomorrow.
All right. Well, tomorrow morning I have Minecraft, in which I am finishing up all of the grindy stuff I have to do to get ready for the build, which will be on Monday. Super excited.
Woohoo!
And then on Tuesday, we get to make all the solutions and all the really cool stuff that's gonna do, like, I'm gonna try embalming my first bodies. I'm kind of excited about that one. There are my links. Everybody knows them. But they're there anyways. So yeah, we'll be embalming bodies. And then, Monday night. That's something else I have to do. I have to think of what we're going to do on Monday night. Now that we have so much more time in a month, I am like, I don't know what to do.
Wait, we do?
We have...
Oh, you mean in-game in month?
In-game, yeah.
I was wondering, where did we suddenly get time in a month?
Yeah, instead of it being every what was it? It was 16 days in a month. Now it's a full 30 days in a month, and it's like, this month is so long. There are so many things we can do. There are so many more crops we can do and everything. It's like, wow, opportunities unknown have just exploded. So now I actually have to go through and read all the notes again. And there are notes. I found notes. I'm like, where did these notes come from? So I think that the one that we're playing that came out on April 1st is actually real. It's actually been released. Ooh, I'm at 33%. Yay! And I'm at 2 MB/S.
Do you know how hard it is to program loading bars? It seems like it would be a simple thing, but man... Like, that's why they are always terrible, because you have to do some really, really questionable math and generalizations and assumptions in order to make an accurate loading bar.
I have to get my TennoCon tickets.
I probably should as well.
Yeah, I just want it for the plat.
That's
about all. Everything else, I'm like, nah, I need the plat for it.
The cosmetics are cool. Oh my gosh, the emote is amazing.
Well, we'll see.
We will.
So, if you do play Warframe and this ever does load, there is a slight chance, and I stress slight, that we might be in game tonight still. Just to run around the plains of Eidolon and see what it looks like. But we will move the stream till tomorrow night, 6:30. I would prefer 6:30 to maybe 10:30 at the most, really, because I am out selling Girl Guide cookies tomorrow.
Wait, why are we moving the stream to 10:30? That's gonna be a late night.
6:30.
It's gonna be like 10:30 to what is
6:30 until 10:30. Something inside of me, I think, wanted something like this to happen because I am so tired. I'm having one of those days where I would love to sit back and watch you stream. And not stream.
Hey, do you want to sit back and watch me stream?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And if I fall asleep within 5 minutes of your stream, it's all okay.
All right, so we're gonna get going because she wants to watch the private TacBac stream.
I want to nap. He has access to my.
That sounds so much less dirty when you're like, and then I want to nap.
Yeah, because it is. It is. He'll stream stupid stuff at me. I end up watching. What is it that we watch with that guy, and he has the political thing?
The guy with the political thing?
Yeah.
Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
Yes, he gets me to watch Last Week Tonight with John Oliver because there is a. What is it, a region lock? Is that what it's called?
Yep, it's not allowed in Canada.
It's not allowed here, so I can't watch it. So the only way I can watch the episodes is I have to watch them through him streaming them to me. So we watch them together. And he gets all upset if we get like 2 or 3 episodes behind. So it's like, okay, we got to go watch them now. And the thing is, they are so American political that I don't always get them, but they definitely get me upset. I'm like, how can they be doing that? That is so terrible.
I don't understand, but I'm angry.
Yep. He got me all riled up about, what was it, the Brazilian election or something like that? I'm like, why am I upset about Brazilian elections? I'm not Brazilian. I don't live anywhere near there. And I'm not entirely sure what that has anything to do with me up in Canada. I'm not entirely sure we even have a significant population of people who consider themselves like Brazilian Canadians.
Did you know that Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water?
Yes, I do. And that floors me still to this day. I also know that
the best.
Oh, what is it? Aretha Franklin's house went for less than mine did here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Her mansion in Flint, Michigan went for less money than my parents sold our house for that was built in the 80s. A 4-bedroom, mind you, it was on a ravine lot. And you could see the deer. But yeah. And the backyard flooded regularly because, again, ravine. So, yeah, swamp. So you couldn't really go out in the backyard unless you were like coated in insect repellent. But you watch him all the time, LDL? I really enjoy it. I enjoy his humor. I enjoy his show. I just don't always get it. Because, again, I'm not American, so I don't understand some of the point of view, but I do get fully riled up every time I do it. Yeah, to replace all that piping system in Flint it's going to take. They just might as well nuke the whole like city and start again.
I mean,
like just put new pipes down altogether. Don't even bother with the old ones. Just lay them down beside it or something, and call it done. Or have an above ground, aquifer running through the city.
I don't know if anyone's done this yet, but can someone send a tweet to Elon Musk? Be like, hey, can you fix Flint, Michigan?
Oh my God, he could probably have it done in like 20 minutes. I've been waiting for someone to ask me that in a tweet, and boom. He'd be done. But yeah, he's covered Flint, Michigan. He's covered the Brazilian elections. He's covered so many things that I've never had to think about and didn't think I would ever have to think about. Yeah.
The Dalai Lama episode is so good. I love that one.
So yeah, it's just, he is really good. The other thing I enjoy watching, which is not region locked, is the one where they do the carpool karaoke. I've been listening to that lately on YouTube because I can. It doesn't lock me out. And I watched Christina Aguilera, and she was not as enjoyable as Michelle Obama. I got to listen to Michelle Obama rapping away with Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah, I think we saw that one together.
Well, I watched it again the other day. And every time we go through that map, that's all I think about. Like when we were doing that the other day, we were going through the one map for, I don't know what kind of mission it was. I was like, I know this map. This is the map where I listened to Michelle Obama rap. It was very cool. But I listened to, who else did he do? Oh, the one who won the first American Idol, Kelly Clarkson. That one is really good because she married her manager. And so they talk about the fact that they don't really have a lot of time to have personal time. So he got her to sit in the back seat, set up a little table, and grabbed her husband and put him in the back seat and had a violinist sitting in the front seat and playing romantic music for them so that they could drink sparkling apple juice because they can't have open alcohol in a car, and eating chocolate-covered strawberries together. And it's all being filmed for all of us. And it's just like, yeah, this is not how a romantic evening goes. But okay, it's different. So yeah, that was kind of weird. And I didn't get my part, so I need to unhighlight that one. I'm at 84%, but I still have to do optimization. So yes, that is my longest outro ever. It included a full set of crib notes on what is happening in the remaster of the Plains of Eidolon. Super excited to see that tomorrow when we stream at 6:30. And if you would stop making noises in my background, that would be awesome.
He licked the inside of my elbow.
Well,
like the little pit area, the inside of my elbow.
That's just kind of gross.
He has a really abrasive tongue. It scared me.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing my outro. Are you done?
I'm doing my outro.
All right, so thank you everyone for coming out for our brief stream. I am happy to say that as of right before the stream, I have made all of my highlights for my videos, including my video this morning. They are all in Twitch. I had to remember what program I was in. And I am hoping, beyond hope, that I am going to be able to put up them all on YouTube by the end of the weekend. So all of March's and the beginning of April's videos should be up. What's going to suck is that I don't have enough thumbnails for all of those videos. Yeah. So I'm going to have to do some thumbnailing. Figure that out. All right, so thank you for coming out and have yourselves a wonderful night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
And also, bacon. Jeez, ow.
You gonna
this
say
is
out?
What you say, and polar.
And polar.
Out. That goes away.